through YouTube. Go.
Preparing to do live stream the meeting. Setting up your meeting for YouTube Live. What up, guys? Jason Guyman here with a few friends we got going on here. And we are going to talk about Washathon 2.0. That's right, Washathon 2.0. We are going to talk about it. We are going to, I am going to have to shut that down real quick.
Yeah, we got some echo, don't we?
So, again, so let's get talking here, and we're just going to kind of wait a few seconds here to go ahead and see what we got to go on here, guys.
How's everybody doing? What the hell? What?
I'm doing good.
So
Sean,
we've been talking about this the last couple days. Some of us met together and we're like, you know what? Let's have Washathon 2.0. So,
yeah.
Hey guys, Sean Hodges is trying to text us like he doesn't know what we're doing right now.
I know. He told us, he was bragging about how fast he was going, and I called him a dumbass.
Here we go.
And the dates of Washathon 2.0 is going to be September the
25th, 26th.
25th.
That's right.
26th. So what are you excited for Washathon? Who was at Washathon, the first Washathon we were at? If you were at for the first Washathon, how has that affected your business? If you're in the chat, leave me a comment. If not, leave me a comment after this video is over. How has that taken you to the next level? Remember, guys, we are selling this thing out again. Last time there was 50 people and we sold 40 tickets within like 2 weeks. And I got several messages of saying, it's already sold out. I was going to wait and buy it, but it's sold out in 2 weeks. I can't believe you're not going to have no more people. Well, he couldn't have no more people because that's all the room would hold. So again, there's only 50 slots again. So if you are going to do it, you better get in there and get it bought, because if you don't, guess what? You're going to be left out again. So it's right now we do have a landing page set up. I don't actually have it set up right now as of this second, but once we get talking here, I will have it set up. But it's on Cody's website. I will set it up here while we're talking here at pressurewashhelp.com/washathon, or you can go to Cody's website and click it there, and that is where you will get it. I will also put that link down in there after this video is over. So again, make sure you do not forget. There it is. southeastsoftwash.com. I believe the /training will take you to the training side of it. Sign up for Washathon. There is no deals this time. It's just what it is what it is. And so don't be a loser and get left out again, because I'm going to wait till later. Guess what? Later never comes. Later will pass you by again. And so definitely get in here and check it out.
Yeah.
Nope. I like it.
Hamid's in the chat.
What's up, Hamid? How you doing?
He has killed it last year. He came in here and he is absolutely killing it. So definitely that's one right there that we probably need to have on here to be able to make sure you can see how well he's doing.
So
hey, look, we got 2 thumbs downs. Those are rookie numbers. Like, you got to get those numbers up.
You know what? I'm giving us a thumbs down right now. Now we have 3.
Yes.
I can imagine who that might be.
Now we got 4.
So let me give you guys some details, okay? So I'm kind of coordinating it again.
We do,
go ahead. What?
Do we want to share the last Washathon experience?
Yes.
And then do that? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Cool.
That'd be good.
Yeah, let me do that right now. So this is what everybody had to say the last time around.
Bro, give me your thoughts on Washathon 2020.
Great event, learned a lot, well worth the investment.
My name is Carlos Saldua Jr. from Houston, Texas with Organic Green Window Clean, and we just attended the 2020 Washathon. It was amazing, very high quality, very informative, a lot of great information. Loved it. Awesome.
Washathon 2020 is good stuff, man. If you're new or you're in the business.
What do you think of Washathon 2020? Awesome, good information, great instructors. Excellent guys, show up.
Ahmed came from Portland, and boy, it was well worth it. I mean, you'd be surprised how much you can get from 4 or 5 different avenues of opinions and stuff. Like,
Awesome. Would you recommend it for someone else?
I would be coming back if they did another one for sure.
Awesome. Thank you, bro.
You're welcome.
Do it for a few years, even if you're just starting out, you want to come to Washathon and learn from everyone else.
Did I lose volume somewhere?
Yeah, I can't hear anything now.
All right. I don't know what happened to Bobby.
Is everybody still there?
I'm here.
Oh yeah.
There we go. So,
Good shit.
You lost some audio there towards the end of that video, Bobby.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, probably the last quarter of it.
Oh, that sucks. I don't know what happened.
Yeah.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, but it was just more of the same.
Let me tell you what it was. It was a lot of awesome shit of everyone saying how awesome Washathon was. That's what the rest of the video
That's
was.
all it was.
YouTube
We
couldn't
just
handle
go
it.
fast and turn left. So, Cody, tell us, what were you saying, man?
All right, so we picked Atlanta again. Originally, the plan was to do Florida, somewhere actually down in Bobby's neck of the woods. But with the COVID and Florida being kind of up or down, it's too, we can't determine on what Florida's going to do. So Georgia's a little bit safer bet. Logistically, Atlanta's a good place because you can fly in. We did learn some stuff last time just from doing an event. So the hotels I'm looking at are much closer to the airport just to try to keep the Uber rides down short. They're expensive. The COVID stuff has really messed with all of that. So I've got it down to about 5 hotels that I'm getting proposals from. So we will have a hotel finalized by the end of this week, Friday afternoon. And that will go, I'll do a video. Everybody will put it out there. So I've already gotten, I think we've already sold 5 or 6 tickets as of right now. And we're getting bombarded with emails of, what's the hotel? What's the hotel? Okay, I told you from day one, give me a minute because we don't know what the hotel is. The prices are all over the board. Some of them want us to wear a mask in the classroom, which I'm not for. I'm okay with wearing one, coming and going through the hotel, but I'm trying to find a place that's not going to be like overbearing with the COVID thing. And one that's logistically good for everybody to get to. So we will have a hotel accommodation finalized by the week's end. The ticket price does not include your hotel stay. All right. Because we don't know where you're staying. You guys might stay there. You may stay across the street. So you'll have to get your own ticket to your own hotel accommodations. Make sure you take care of that. The place that I'm pretty sure I'm going to go with for the stay, they are going to have a direct discount for Washathon members, but I won't know that for 100% sure until I get it finalized. So again, we'll give you updates as we go, and I know it's coming up quick, so we're not going to drag it out. We'll have it all done by the end of the week with details. So lunch will be provided both days. You won't have to worry about that. We will do some, as far as I know, we've briefly talked. I think we're just going to follow the same layout as last time. So somebody asked, I think they asked you, Bobby, on your video about an itinerary. So the way we did it last time and the way it seemed like it worked out pretty good was technical training day 1, in the field training day 1, and that's pretty much a whole day. By the time me and the Sasquatch get done talking, and then we go out in the field and we do some cleaning, that's a whole day, right? And lunch in the middle. So me and Jason will tackle
Can I
day one.
interrupt for a second?
Are you gonna say something about how I just casually said Sasquatch and just kept right on going?
Well, kind of. It's just nice for the first time ever in my life when someone mentioned Sasquatch, they weren't talking about me. That's all I wanted to say. That was freaking awesome. I love it. And now I know what it's like to be on this side of that. Anyway, carry on.
And Sasquatch talking here is the other thing I'm going to say is if you're a Karen, don't come. We don't want you.
Don't come, Karen. Stay at home, baby. Stay at home, baby girl. So that'll be day one. We'll do a little bit of safety stuff, but not a lot because Sean is going to tackle safety and troubleshooting maintenance on day 2 in the morning. And then Bobby and Aaron will hit the back end on, whatever it is that they do. Nobody really knows what Bobby and Aaron do.
I'm going to teach you how to
We
go to
hit the back
cigar
end,
bar
baby.
every day.
Aaron just showed up like Slim Shady last time, and I was, I didn't learn anything because I went to Chick-fil-A. So I don't.
Yeah, I'm going to teach you cigar bar networking.
But that's pretty much it. So one of you guys tell them what all we're going to cover. Like, dive into some details about what exactly they're going to learn at Washathon.
All right. So I'm going to share kind of like the basics, kind of the, so you started a business, now what, in a box kind of thing. So walking you through everything from how to determine where you should be marketing and what your market is, to the opposite kind of marketing that Aaron does. Boots on the ground. I don't have a lot of money type of stuff for marketing. Then the how to run your sales appointments, how to build your packages, how to get a shit ton of Google reviews, which I've got. I'm just shy of 500 right now. How to get repeat customers. Those are going to be like the pillars of what I'm going to be talking about in my main session.
Yeah, there's a good question in the chat right there. Are we allowed to take videos while we're there for personal reference? Sorry, no, that's a no-go. So the reason is not because I don't trust the individual person, but when that happens, here's what happens is those things go out to the ether and then they are lost for all of eternity. Like, you have to literally Thanos gather the Infinity Stones back up. It can't be done. So we probably won't allow any videoing. It's just one of those things. So Aaron kind of coined the phrase last year of serious starter. Aaron, you want to talk about that a second?
Yeah, I just think that this event, obviously we were running kind of blind last time, just a few YouTube friends getting together who pressure wash and know all different facets and are experts in their areas. And we had Washathon. Everyone loved it, obviously, from the video. And what was really unique about the people who showed up is that they were awesome to hang out with. Everyone who was there, like right when we show up, they all have an amazing attitude. They're like ready to learn. A lot of guys had already just bought a rig, right? Like just bought their rig from you, Cody, or they were rolling up with the skid in the back of the truck. And these are guys, and I want to put this out to the guys who are watching this, or the gals who are watching right now, is the people who you're going to be surrounded with at this event are not playing in their business. They're not shopping in their business. They're not there to maybe make it happen, right? You guys know how much I can't stand that half in, half out thing. The people at this event are fully committed to winning. And the thing about it is everyone there is now in a private Washathon group, which you will get access to once the event is finished. You will get access to that private group on Facebook, and only attendees get access to that. But every single person in that group, we're watching people kill it with their monthly incomes super quick out the gate. And I was just telling Cody that I was like, this event has attracted a unique individual that I haven't been to a ton of other events, but I would imagine that some of the other events, you know, you got some tire kickers in there, right? And look, if you're a serious individual who's starting their business and really wants to ramp it up to 6 figures quick, okay, if you're a guy who's making 6 figures and is trying to get another 6, these are the people who you want to be around. Okay. It's fun. We're smoking cigars. We're having a good time. We're eating. We're hanging out. But everyone there is very serious. And that's why I said these guys seem like they're serious starters, because there was zero riffraff. Everybody was just awesome to be around. So it's a little bit different crowd than some of the Facebook groups, shall we say. Not all Facebook groups are bad, but some Facebook groups got a lot of salty cats in there, and there was nobody there like that. Was ready to win. You learn.
Yeah. And if you hate us and talk shit on us, you get to come for free.
That's right.
Don't know why, but there's going to be a surprise.
Because I'm trying to get my percentage to 50-50, baby.
Oh, shit. That's good stuff. We should have started with that. Aaron's, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're all going to show up. Aaron's just going to talk for 2 days, and then we're going to get out of there.
Hey, he sang my wife a happy birthday song earlier today.
Him and Ricky Tommy.
Both of them was there.
And actually, I'm going to go on and say this. We're doing another session, an evening session, the first night, which is going to be Aaron Parker karaoke, just like we did last year. So that was pretty awesome.
Hey, we already know the spot, man.
Yeah.
Yep. So, Jason, are we going to go out in the field and teach these guys anything or not? Are we just going to be like, go figure it out, bro?
Nope. That's the goal is to go teach them, tell them, not only just to tell them what to do, but actually show it and help them to be able to figure it out and be able to get them to that next level, be able to help them with their systems, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, if you don't have systems, it doesn't do you no good. You know, it takes you a lot longer trying to figure this stuff out. And, you know, there is systems out there, but I'm gonna have to mute you here because you're feeding back. There is a systems out there, but it doesn't mean it's a good system. You know, a lot of people can have systems, and I see it all the time. They have great systems. They just suck. You know, they're walking around the house 5 times because their system sucks, because they don't know what to do to be able to be efficient, to be able to go out there and be able to get to that, to be able to do an hour, 45-minute house wash and be able to do 4 or 5 of those a day. And to be able to, that's how, what Aaron was talking about, you know, if you're at 100,000, that's how we get you to 200,000, or that's how we get you to 300,000 or $500,000. And it can be done. You know, one person, you know, I hear it all the time. Well, one person can't do that much. One person can't do 6 figures. Yes, you can. You know, I know several people that have one person truck stuff, and, you know, and at that point they are at, you know, one man show, they can be doing $150,000 to $200,000 and be working part-time, working 9 months out of the year, and be able to grow their business and be successful, you know, and they're spending time with their family, they're spending time with their kids, and they're not working 90 hours a week. You don't have to work 90 hours a week to be successful in this business. I know there's some people that might say, we need to grind. I got a guy right now in Indiana that does $150,000 a year, works 7-8 hours a day, and works 9 months out of the year. And that's all he does.
So he's providing himself with a lifestyle that he can control, right? He's getting a chance to dictate his hours. I think that's a big allure for a lot of the guys who are coming to this event. At least what I saw last time is just the complete control of their time and their ability to either, you know, when they feel like it or not, or, you know, like Jason. I mean, a lot of guys don't know, guys who are on this feed right now. I know we know this, but some of the guys watching this don't know that Jason had a 7-figure business, like pressure washing. They don't understand that. Like that's an actual feat to do as a pressure washer. And that requires a lot of things being systematized with good systems. And it requires a lot of knowledge and a lot of learning curve, dude, a lot of failure, a lot of figuring out what doesn't work. So I mean, this event is just, I had a blast last time. I was telling Cody, I was like, dude, honestly, I don't care if nobody shows up. I'm gonna come down there and hang out with y'all. Like, we have a great time, but I know we're going to sell this one out.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I lost audio. Can you guys hear me?
Yep, we
I
can
can
hear
hear
you.
you.
Is Aaron not talking?
Can't hear Cody.
He's
I'm
not
here.
talking right now.
Damn it, Cody. Unmute your phone. Oh my God.
Jason keeps muting me.
I do, because you got bad feedback.
It's
I'm
Roanoke.
sorry. There's another guy on the screen. I don't know who it is.
Yeah.
Like a little, it looks like a Care Bear.
He's sitting on the ground. Yeah.
What's up, Sean?
Not much. Just got back.
So here's an example of something today that my guy came across that I know every one of y'all have seen before. He didn't know what it was. This is the kind of stuff you'll learn at Washathon, so you don't freak out when you come across it. He goes and washes a roof 2 days ago. Today, homeowner sends pics, and the roof is, you can tell that either they've had a patch done at some point or the original shingles, there was variation in the granules of the shingles, the color. And so they're thinking like something's wrong with the shingles, but you can see it's like perfectly at the shingles where they stop and start. And he's like, what's going on here? There's a million and one things like that you'll come across. What Washathon does is it pushes you past about a 12 to 18 month learning curve in the business. Now, I can teach you the technical stuff in a day, but you're not going to grasp everything I'm saying. Jason can teach you that stuff in a day, in a 1 day class, and you're going to soak up about 60% of what you're hearing if you're lucky. So it's a 2 day course, and some of this is just getting your mind. Why is it $1,000? Because if it's not, Jason, are we going to listen? If it's free, you're not. Because if you don't put skin in the game, it doesn't mean as much to you. Plus, it does cost to get something like this off the ground, but it's well worth what you're going to pay because of what you're going to learn. I learned stuff last year, and I've been doing this 17 years. Like, I got pictures of me cleaning a roof in 2003, but I learned stuff. So not on
I've
the
done
really the technical
$5,000
side.
house washes. So, I mean, that's like,
Yeah.
so has Hamid. Yeah, I think that's exactly it. There's a 12 to 18 month, but the funny thing is, as far as the learning curve, like you were saying, Cody, it's like you can learn some of these things, but I think the immersion into the day, into that 2 days with the guys and coming back and getting the marketing dialed in, being able to sit there and chat. I was talking to Hamid the other day, and he was like, I came for the event, and I got a ton of information from the presentations. He was like, but there were some things that just sitting down and talking after the presentation or in between lunch or something like that, he's like, that little nugget, those 2 little nuggets that I got from like you or Bobby or whatever, like totally changed my business and my outlook on how I approach marketing or how I approach my my sales process. And so that's what is really unique, is a lot of guys get that ticket and they think they're coming for the presentation, when really you're getting these in between times that we're chatting, we're all together, we're in this moment. And there's a problem that, you guys watching right now, you may have in your business. And one of us has literally probably had to fix it 3 or 4 times, and it's that quick, and you have the roadmap. So I think those types of things are priceless because of the learning curve that it takes.
I agree 100%. That is probably the biggest thing out of something like this, is the whole thing of the networking. A lot of times, especially, you are going to be around us that have been in there, or even other people that come. Hamid has been in business for a while now, and he loves to talk and drink beer. And so this is something that, you can learn a lot from him just sitting there. And honestly, anytime I go to a learning experience, like I say, I go all different kinds of things to learn all different kinds of different stuff, about marketing, everything. Aaron does the same thing. Bobby does the same thing. I don't know about Cody or this one down here at the bottom, but I know us three will go and take classes and learn more about the different things. And, it's all about the networking at the end of the day. You might meet one person there that could change your life. I had a guy just say the other day, I had a sign that's probably going to be worth a $10,000 job. And it's like I say, it might be one person you meet here. It might be, you never know what can happen from the networking alone.
I don't even have anything to add. It's just good shit. Yeah. I don't know. I could say the F word or something right now.
You look like an Uncle with that orange shirt on.
What are you gonna teach on, Sean, at Washathon? What are you bringing to the table, Sean? What's coming from Arkansas? What are you bringing, my boy?
I'm just bringing a whole bunch of free kits and throwing them out to everyone and say, this is what you're fucking getting, and bye. No, we're going to do troubleshoot, maintenance again, but I'm also going to go, my big focus is going to be safety. A lot of the newer guys that come in, they don't want, they just do whatever and fuck up, per se. So, focusing on safety, what to do, ladder safety, harness when you're on a roof. I think that's going to be a big focus point too, because I've had a lot of guys ask me, hey, how do I tie this off? Or how do I put this? Or how do I climb a ladder? Which that's kind of common sense. But, the ladder safety, or just general all business safety, and then troubleshooting maintenance. It's going to be the big focus on the whole thing.
Hey, you say that ladder safety that's huge. There was a YouTuber that puts out a lot of videos, just fell off a roof.
Well, and that's the thing. Me being like, a lot of people do know I was at AT&T and all that. We had to go through safety every month. Regardless of if you hurt yourself or not. So I've got different certifications on the safety that, that's one of those, a lot of people need to hear it.
I'm probably gonna hit on it a good bit too, because I'm a former safety and compliance manager for the largest company in the world. Like, I did that for a minute. So I've modified a lot of my training to include some safety stuff. So between the two of us, we'll touch on it, but mostly I'm gonna let Sean tackle the safety crap. But it's very important. There's easy ways to screw up and get hurt, and it's stuff that you might not think of. So,
well, that's my big thing too. It's like, that YouTuber, everyone knows him, but he's been doing it for what, over a year and a half now, and he made that one little rookie mistake, and he could have died easily from one little mistake, just trying to make a quick buck. So
I love that we don't give out free press around here. Hey, you gonna come?
Hey, listen, I ain't gonna tell you what his name was, but my God,
his name's Mike Olin.
Mike Olin. That's his initial. Mike Olin.
We don't give out no free press around here. Now,
we don't give out free press. We don't give out free photos. We don't give out free training.
No,
ain't nothing free.
And all my thumbnails say 10,000 and above.
We sell photos for $5 a piece.
No, it's a screw up that he made that he would tell you is a screw up himself because he learned something from it. But I've done that same stuff. I've took stupid risks. I've just never, it's never bit me. So safety
it bit me a few times. Heck, 3 months ago, I fell off a ladder, hurt my back. Because I
was the ladder okay?
Yes, the ladder was fine. Little giant ladders are pretty stout, but they hurt.
That's all you need is a little.
Shut up, Bobby.
Do you need a step ladder to get on your ladder?
Man, ladder got a rollout ladder on it.
Yes. I'm not even going to comment to that one. I'm not that short. But no, I think the safety is going to be big. Huge.
So if you were out there and you were thinking about starting a exterior cleaning business or whatever, you know, and you're either pre-business mode or maybe you just got into it. God, there's no way to say this without sounding like a salesman, but an event such as a Washathon would probably be the best money you could spend. I mean, it just is, because you don't know what you don't know. You literally don't know what you don't know. And so there's a combined whole bunch of experience. And the thing that makes Washathons special is it's key selected people. Okay. This ain't just a bunch of random guys. This is people that are SMEs in their field. They're an expert in their field. I don't know a lot about the stuff that I don't know crap about downstream, and like I don't do that. I don't know anything about what Aaron does, and that's why I network with these other guys, because Bobby's got 500 reviews. I've been in business 3 times as long as Bobby. I've got 89. So I suck at that, right? I should have over 1,000 reviews, but I suck at it. So these are 5 specific people that are specialists in what they're teaching. I'm only going to show up and teach you what I know to be right. Like, I'm not going to just throw out a bunch of crap that I read somewhere else. Like, this is stuff that I know. Bobby he'll probably chime in. He may not be the best guy to teach you hands-on, even though he knows it and he could run through the crap. I mean, we could go out in the field and hang out at Bobby's truck and learn stuff, but that's not his jam. That's not what he's passionate about. So Washathon gets you the passion.
Well, hopefully Bobby will have 500 reviews by the time Washathon, because he's been working on 500 since Washathon, because he's only at 495 right now. So,
well, here's the thing. Couple things happened. 2 things happened. All right. One wasn't my fault. And then one was my fault. Business slowed down a lot for us. You know, we took a big hit with COVID, less opportunities. But 2, I wasn't staying on top of my guys of doing the script, and we weren't getting many reviews. So about 2 weeks ago, I had a conversation. I was like, listen, guys, I'm going to kick someone in the nuts if we don't get more reviews. And boom, they started coming. So it worked. But I just to piggyback on what Cody was saying here, someone says, what's Aaron rolling? To piggyback on what Cody's saying, you know, guys, here's the fact. You don't need to go to Washathon, and you don't need to buy a course, and you don't need to watch a YouTube video. You don't need to do shit to start a business, and you can be successful with it, and you can do your own thing. What you get, whether it's reading books, doing podcasts, or in this instance, Washathon, is you get some shortcuts. And it's not like, I don't mean a shortcut in the sense of get rich quick kind of stuff, but you get to learn from, you know, years or even decades of experience that our panel has, not to mention the experience that some of the guests and maybe even secret guests as well may have at this thing. So, you know, it really just comes down to, you know, where you value things. And if you value time, an investment in something like this is going to help you skip a lot of the pain and the heartache and ignorance that you would otherwise have. And I can't tell if you guys are laughing at me or at Aaron smoking weed over there.
Those are my old days, man. Them ain't the new days, man.
Believe you're dead on there, my brother.
Yeah. Oh, we got a super chat. Let the new guys know how the guys and gals from 1.0 progress after Washathon. How did it make you guys feel? The question is for everyone. We'll start with Cody. Cody, how did you feel just seeing the success stories from 1.0?
Well, first of all, I felt bad because I almost killed that little dude. And then after that, not
an attendee, just for the record.
That would be hotel staff.
Yeah.
No, but so I hosting it, kind of putting it together, quarterbacking the thing. I was super nervous. We go up the day before. We're just trying to make sure, because I've never done an event. I don't know crap about this, so I'm just trying to make sure it flows right. And then once it started, everything just like clicked into place. And I was sitting in the back of the room after I got done doing some of my stuff, and I was just like, man, this is really good. And so day one goes through, day two goes through, no major boo-boos, that was what was on my mind. And then the back end to start seeing, well, really, while we were there, the feedback was just great.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, like we said earlier, these aren't just fly by night guys. These are professional guys. So they're giving us, good positive feedback. And so felt pretty good when we left. And then we start keeping up with some of these dudes. Some of these guys have my equipment. Some of them, like Hamid, he's on the other side of the freaking country. I just keep referring to him because he's right here in the chat. But these guys have made a ton of money. And there's a bunch of them. There's Lance Proctor. He's one of the guys that was there. He bought a trailer from us. He's early 20, he may be 21, 20 years old. This dude's already making just fat, stupid stacks. And so it's rewarding to know that. I don't know about the rest of y'all, but I undervalue myself as an instructor. I don't think of myself as an expert. I sure didn't when I started my business full time. And then you start learning, well, dang, I know a little bit about this stuff, so when you start being able to share that information, you're just kind of throwing it out there and hoping that it's helpful. But it is really good to be able to see that, hey, it really is helpful. It really has, put people in a better position in life and made it to where they can progress and grow their business. It's not for everybody. I don't know that everybody that came to Washathon is just out there crushing it, but the ones that want to, it's a for sure shortcut that gets them ahead of the game.
Yeah. The people that execute are for sure. Jason, I'm gonna have to tell you to keep it shorter than Cody there, but how do you feel getting to see the progress that the attendees at Washathon 1.0 have made?
Again, I always tell my guys that, watch me, that, I get the most out of watching people be successful, not just, what is considered success. I always say financial freedom is successful and time is, if you can save time and have more time with your family, that is what I want successful. And we've seen it with several people in the pressure washing group, in the Facebook group, of people, being successful, people hitting, $1,000 jobs, $5,000 jobs. I think somebody even hit a $10,000 job, and so that right there is huge for me to know that I am able to help you grow your business and be successful at the end of the day. And that's what I really want you to be. I want you to be successful. I want you to go out there and be successful. And like Bobby said earlier, is it hard? Yes, it's hard. I know Williams Washing, they have today, the last 2 days, the wheels are falling off the vehicles and it happens. Bobby, I've been in business and, you're towing trucks back to the shop because the transmission's out and you're just sometimes just want to pull your hair out, even if you don't have no hair, you're just like, but and like I always say, entrepreneurs, there's none like it. You're like high as a kite and you're loving life, or you crash bottom and everything's falling on top of you and you're like, what am I going to do? And then the next week you're like, woohoo, I'm King Dick here. And then the next week you're right back down. So it is a roller coaster like you will never be on in your life. And to see people be successful and honestly, Washathon, that's one of the things that we do is try to make that curve not so big, because a lot of that curve is you screwing up stuff, and that's part of the curve of going down. And so we try to cut that curve, whether it's in marketing, whether it's in sales side of things, or how to actually pressure wash. So that's what I like seeing out of people getting out of Washathon.
Ricky Tommy
in the house.
Okay, now what does Ricky Tommy think of the people and their success after Washathon 1.0?
Well, I talked to him, dude. He thinks it's a complete pyramid scheme. So he's been invited to them hotel events before, and opportunity meeting, shall we say? I got an opportunity, and he just ain't about. You can't convince him because he's using a damn turbo tip on that fence yesterday. So, but as far as me, man, I'm similar to Cody. Like, a lot of this stuff is you've seen it work in your own business, right? You've seen yourself get results, and we all have channels, and guys are, taking the value from the videos that we put out, right? That We try to deliver value all the time, but coming into a live event, it was kind of speculation, right? Where can the same type of techniques work in a structured event? Can I lay something out for these guys to deliver the most value possible for my segment, for their time here, right, together in this moment? What can I do that can chop the learning curve? That's how I kind of weigh things out, shall we say, for these events, is like, what's the most potent thing that they're not going to get anywhere else that can literally chop a piece of this learning curve and deliver thousands and thousands of dollars to them on the back end. And I feel like everything I do is a win if I can deliver 10x the value that someone pays me. If I can do that, then doing is always on the cheap end.
Yeah.
So my thing was coming into Washathon, I was like, you know, I hope people enjoy the speech. I hope people get something out of my articulation of what I know. And it was really cool to see guys see some light bulbs click on, that they can control their destiny in a way, right? Because we have guys, you know, there was some, a lot of the guys there had good jobs, or they were working somewhere else. Some guys were offshore. Some guys were making decent money. But it's unique coming into an entrepreneurial environment. And I always had to keep that in mind, because I ain't been able to be a functioning member of society since I was 15. So like, I always some sort of lawn care, music, something like that. So understanding this transition that guys are coming from a 6-figure job or a serious income that's guaranteed, like, I felt a serious weight on my shoulders to deliver something, right? Guaranteed. I understand, that's for sure. But coming into this roller coaster, that I'm trying to make sure that I ease that blow with whatever I deliver. And maybe for what they're paying us, I 10x on that. If I can do that, man, you will look, that's with everything though, right? If you could deliver 10x on whatever anybody ever gives you, you'll always win in life.
Yeah.
Hey, I gotta go. I got some important stuff. I just had a skid fall off a lift, so I gotta go fix that.
All right.
I'll tell y'all later.
Hey, bro. Is he talking about the lift he uses to get in his car? Is that the one?
I'm still here.
All right. So I'll go with that question, and then I'm gonna have to jet, guys, because I have a video I've got to do at the top of the hour here. But I'll keep mine much shorter. First off, I want to echo what Aaron said. You know, being able to bring value that's worth, 10 times, or I'm going to be completely honest with you. And if you guys watch me, you know, I don't use hyperbole on this kind of stuff. The shit that we're going to be going over at this thing, it's in 12 months, it's worth 150, 200 times the event. You know, I mean, we're bringing value, but but I say that with conviction. Leading into my answer here is, for me, kind of like what Cody was saying, we're just dudes. We're just like you guys. The difference is we started on a journey that you've started on. We just started on it a little earlier, and by listening to the right people and failing and learning from the failures and all that shit, we've had our version of success. And what's awesome, whether it's with Washathon, whether it's with our channels, with the podcast and all those things, but what makes it worthwhile and very humbling is when people, when we all get them, when you get those calls, those messages, bro, you're helping me change my life. You're helping me pursue the things that I want. So, back to Hamid's question, what are my feelings on the feedback that we get and the things that we get to see when guys are having success with it? It's really humbling, because you almost feel like you're not worthy of being a part of something that awesome. And it just feels good. It's just cool to be able to be a good impact. So.
David put on here, my wife and I left Washathon with new friends and more learning than I was expecting. We came home and started our business with confidence. And that's probably the biggest thing that I want you to, that's what I want you to get out of Washathon, that you will be confident in knowing what you need to do to be able to start your business, to be able to grow your business, to be able to get your business to the next level. And that's, you know, because a lot of us, even us here, you know, confidence isn't always the best thing out there. You know, you don't have somebody poking at you and saying you can do it and being your cheerleader. Nobody else is going to be your cheerleader. And so, you know, that's kind of where we want to help you grow your business, help you be successful. And that's right there is the successful side of things.
Sorry, guys, I'm sorry. I've got to run because I got to go hit the head and get ready for this next video. Hey, listen, love you guys. Appreciate it. I'm talking to the Washathon guys. Love you guys. Also love all of our viewers. So thanks for watching. See you guys later.
See ya.
So just kind of going along with that same thought process, you want to, if you ever find yourself as the biggest fish in the pond, it's time to go to another pond. So I don't mentor with people who are in the same, like we're buddies, but we're all basically at this level. Like you said, the guys that are coming to Washathon are at this level, but there's also guys that are level below them who are just, you know, really needing to get some help. So we're not the gods of business, but you always want to
speak for yourself, but yeah.
Well, you know, I mean, listen, this hat right here can go back now. My God, I went to Talladega too now. But you do want to come into Washathon is really going, it's for those guys, it's hanging out with people who've been there and done that. And you don't even know like the things to even ask a lot of times that, like you said, Aaron, coming to a 2-day event, it's not just 6 hours of classroom and we're done. Like there's the interaction, the questions, just a lot of times talking to the other people there. Hey, how do you do this? You know, what do you think about this? You'll hear something that we're not going to come there and say it because to us, it's common sense. It's not even a topic, but it may not, in your mind, it may not be something you've ever thought of. Now, when that happens, don't be obvious about it. Like, be like, oh yeah, what's up? I'm gonna write that one down. Don't be like, why in God, I never thought about that. You'll play your hand. You'll look stupid. So, it's a good thing, man. I'm glad we're doing it again. We weren't going to do it because of COVID. They talked us, you know, we got together and we're like, hey, we need to try to do this because there's a lot of folks out there that are struggling with their business. All that pressure washing equipment you see for sale every spring, you know what that is? Those are dudes that didn't go to anything like a Washathon. They tried, they hit some of those roadblocks, they blew a tire, they were like, screw it, I'm selling this crap.
That's real life, man.
It is. It's real life, man.
Right there. That's true. Those guys, you know, that you see these big rigs, these nice rigs for sale, and the pressure used for sale groups, man. And it's never because of the reason that they're talking about. It's not because you ain't got no leads. It's somebody's winning somewhere, and all of us at this event are winning in our own way. And what's really cool is you may resonate coming to this event. You may resonate with one of us more than you do with another, and by their way of doing it, right? You guys know I'm very Google heavy. I'm very website heavy, like everything that does a lot of my pulling. Bobby is a little bit different. He's a little more boots on the ground. Jason's a downstreaming guy. He's figured out how to downstream pretty much everything. Cody's a soft wash guy. And you know what's crazy is that it all works. It all makes money, and you get to dip into all of those pools whenever you come to this event.
And again, if you go to, I seen somebody say, if you go to pressurewashhelp.com/washathon, it'll take you there, or you can go to Cody's website and there. It is a little tricky. You do have to hit September at the to be able to sign up for it. Go to Washathon, go to September. You'll see a green button on the green date. Hit that green date, and then that will take you where to pay out. It will sell out. We're only having 50 spots. It will sell out. Guarantee it will sell out. Last time people were complaining that I was going to pay and you're not taking no more. Nope, we're not taking no more. So definitely go check it out and go sign up for it. You do not want to miss it. So Greg, like I say, you can go to pressurewashhelp.com/washathon. It'll take you straight to where you need to pay there, or you can go to Southeast Soft Wash and it's under training, and then you can find it there. But you do not want to miss it, guys. This is once in a lifetime. I mean, this is really one thing that will help you get to the next level. I mean, we got people that are going to come back again this year or the same year to learn more so they can get to the next level in the spring, you know, and because, you know, and then that might be another question that might be getting asked. Well, should I wait till the spring? Here's the thing. If you learn it now, so when spring comes, you'll be on the way and you'll be flying you'll know what you're doing at that point. You know, if you wait till spring, you might, you know, that's the busy time. That's when you need to be working, not trying to figure out this stuff. So you're muted.
Hold up. I keep having to do it on my phone. It's aggravating. That's exactly what's fixing to happen. Hey, listen, I'm thinking about getting one of them rigs or whatever, but I want to wait and order it in about April. Guess what's going to happen, cuz? I'm going to be backed up. The whole whiteboard going to be full, and you're going to have missed your opportunity. The same thing with this. You don't do it now. You do it now so you can be ready when the circuit comes back around. When me and you were out in the field, Jason, at that house in Atlanta last time, nasty roof, supposed to be brown, is black, and we go out there and clean it, and we got 40 people standing in the yard watching us do this stuff, and I spray the roof, and me and Jason are kind of talking, going over some different, you know, pointers, and I'm watching these people's face, and I turn around and look, and the roof is like clean, like it's lava, it's clean from their back. Jeez, and they were like, hey. Dang, you know, like, okay, listen, I know that's cool, I know that's neat because it's a magic trick, but what you need to learn is all the smoky mirrors behind the magic trick, right? You gotta learn about these bushes, man. Listen, you talk about the shrub. You need to know about these Japanese maples, dog. So there's a lot more to it than just, as bad as I hate to say it, there's a lot more to it than just spraying it. Yeah, you have to be careful.
Yeah, if you don't, yeah, right. Like you're saying, if you don't come, it could cost you how much? How much them Japanese
oh, you know what it is. You know them Japanese maple down there. They high dollar.
I tell you what, Bond, they tried to come get me for that Japanese maple. It was about a $2,000 tree that they did.
They got
you know about the Japanese maple.
Pretty red leaves that turn white real fast.
You know the difference in a Japanese maple and a Chinese maple, right? Chinese maple talk like this. It's so good for you. A Japanese maple much deeper like this.
Much more serious.
Very serious.
And again, like Hamid said, invest in yourself. Really, that is the most important thing. I still invest myself. Every one of us still invest in ourselves. So this is a good investment to invest in yourself. But with that, you know, I think that, like I say, I always like it too. Just, you know, I hung out with a lot of guys over that Friday night and that Saturday morning, and, you know, we all drinking beer and hanging out, eating dinner and stuff. You know, that is really where you learn a lot too. You know, that's where you get to hear the good stories of, hey, I screwed that Japanese maple up and this is what happened. It just went foobar real fast, you know.
Ooh.
So
that's a callback right there.
There's going to be a lot of in my stuff. There's a bunch of plant and property protection. Jason will probably hit on it too, and that's very important. So it's just a bunch of info packed into 2 days in a cool atmosphere to catapult you to the beginnings of being a serious company. Whether or not you actually shift it into gear and apply it is a different story, but you're going to have the info. So like I said, hotel will be figured out by Friday. I've got 3 or 4 options. I'm just trying to find the best one. Some of these places are crazy, man. They're wanting, like, I'm serious, dude, like $8,000 for lunches. I talked to Aaron earlier today. The price they gave me for the room and the projector and all the jazz was good. I was like, okay, that's fine. And then they was like, so your lunches are going to be like $7,800. Hold it. They talking about a box lunch. I said,
And we had to
what?
wear a mask while we eat.
Yeah, you got to eat through the mask. I ain't about that life. I'm not doing it.
Oh man.
And then you got to pay the sales tax on top of it. That's like 20%.
So
Yes,
Cody,
yeah.
Cody, on your Japanese maple thing, I always reflect back to that tree in the forest, that tree falling in the forest. Hey, kill a plant on a property and don't get a call back. Did it really die?
Hey, listen, kill some fish in a koi pond once, shame on me.
Hey.
Kill some fish in a koi pond twice. I mean, did they really need to be there?
Hey, can't get food. I mean, you know the thing. You know the thing.
I mean, them koi fish, they're only like 10 grand or 100 grand. You know, they're real cheap.
Yeah, you can get them at PetSmart, baby.
I mean, hey, can't kill koi fishes twice.
Amerificate. George Bush gonna be there speaking.
How many more spots we have left? As of this day, we have about 45 more spots, but they will sell fast. So we're gonna put all this video out on everybody's channel, and it will start selling. It will start selling out. And so don't miss it. Don't be the person calling us next 2 weeks of, is there any tickets left? It says it's sold out. Yeah, we told you it's going to sell out fast. I mean, last time it sold out in 2 weeks.
Yep.
What's the rap? You're right, man. My Cajun and Jamaican kind of blend. They blend. I gotta dial it in, dude.
Hey, we had a guy call us today from Scotland, want to get a system. He was like, I'm serious. He emailed and called. And he was like, all right, so I like from Scotland. I like to get like a system built so I can like clean and stuff, whatever. Like, bro, I don't know what you're saying, dog. Let me put my closed caption in. I don't know what you're saying.
And shipping's going to be real high.
It's going to be steep.
You know, they might not have access to any of that stuff. I don't know.
They don't. The Netherlands, Scotland, all that stuff over there is they're pretty limited, but there's a lot of Australia is a wide open market. Australia is huge.
Australia seems to be like, you know, Brisbane is apparently like the San Diego of Australia. And what's unique about Scotland and some of those areas is it's real wet, but they do love that care. Like I had a customer. The only reason I know this word is I had a customer tell it to me who was from Europe. I want to keep the house careworn. The word is careworn, where they have algae in certain spots.
Yeah. Hey, there's
vines in certain areas, and they like it like that. You know,
we're
over here like kill it all.
There's a subdivision down here where they spray buttermilk on the stone entryways, and they make it grow like it's mossy and stuff, and that's how they get it to grow. They
don't let that spread. Don't kill that guy. We'll dispose of him. don't let him be selling that.
I'm gonna go to other neighborhoods at night and spray buttermilk out of my skid. Like, man, look at all that organics on there, man. We get that off. Listen.
You know, we might be able to twice here. We could be the buttermilk boys and the killers on the back end. Hey, I don't know what happened to your moss, man. I don't know what happened to it. We're going to spray some more buttermilk.
Hey, or you could just move up to where Hamid is from Portland on the other side, and the moss just grows like carpet anyway. So.
Man, that's for sure up in the Northwest.
And we had people come from all over to Washathon in the spring, so don't think that you're too far away or any of that.
We had Portland, Hamid's out there. We had Texas. We had all over the place, man.
So, yep. And like you were talking about the moss, they have moss up there. They have carpet moss up there. So when those people call me and ask me about moss, I'm like, I know what other people do and I've never seen it, but
yeah, I've had guys call, want to buy a rig and stuff, and they're like, well, I've got this moss up here. I say, man, moss is fine. You can clean moss. And he's like, nah, dog. It's fescue, man. Like,
it's fescue. That's Augustine going on right here, good.
But they got that little snapper up there.
Yeah, they don't need no buttermilk up there. It just grows, baby.
Yeah, being in this business will mess you up a little bit because, you know, I go around all these like little nature walks and stuff and preserves and shit, and I'll see like an old Civil War wall or something. It's just coated in moss, and I'm like, dang, again, that'd be about 6% right there. My brain's immediately doing calculations. I'm gonna burn that right off the side of that tree right there. You're gonna need a hefty bit of pressure and probably about 6% on that right there.
Hey, Karen Fondren she just commented, we're not talking about you, Miss Karen.
But I'm not one of the Karens. Hey guys, ever had one from the Rockies take your courses in training? I'm sure I know I have.
I got people in Australia.
Yep.
Cool.
New Zealand,
Denmark, UK.
We do have a super chat here from Mr. Logan. How to remove stains caused from vinyl siding above brick. It bleeds white streaks down. Any thoughts? Tried everything. F9 acid, that'll take it off.
Yeah, F9 E-Flow or
Groundskeeper maybe.
Cleansol may get it too.
If not, aluminum brightener will definitely get it.
Yeah.
Have like a garden sprayer.
Just nuke it, baby. Nuke it.
Targeted when you start spraying this stuff.
Nuke it. But
it's gonna be a good time. It's gonna be good.
Definitely check us out. Definitely go to his website, Cody's website. You can go to pressurewashhelp.com/Washathon. I'll put a link down here. I'll put his link, however you want to do it. Again, it is a little goofy how you got to do it. You'll have to it'll take you to the calendar, hit the date, and it will take you, and you can pay there. It will sell out. I guarantee it will sell out before the time comes. So the last time, my trainings and Cody's trainings, we're getting anywhere from 10 to 30 people coming into training. So this I know will sell out for sure. So in this training here, you're going to get 5 people that have made a lot of money in this business, and you will get to learn from all that experience. And the way I teach, the way Cody teaches, is the school of hard knocks. We've done it before. Everything I teach, I've probably done it. People say, well, how do you know that? Because I did it. When your nozzle goes flying off and busts the window, what? I did it. So, or an employee did it. Most of my stuff has been an employee doing it, because we love employees. Every one of us that have employees love employees. And so you get to buy all kinds of stuff when you have employees. Sean just texted, that was the reason why the skid fell over. So we love employees.
Yeah, there's a Logan still. He said he's tried a bunch of this stuff, dude. I don't know what to tell you, man. I would just keep trying because it's definitely something you can get off with chemical, but I don't know. If you've tried F9 stuff and you've referred to the cookbook, other than that, or aluminum brightener, I wouldn't know, man. It may be something else.
Here's the other side to that. I would really love to understand the back end of that question because, as far as that type of stuff, you're looking into specialty chemicals. And if a lot of times in my business, I never embark on something that I actually am not completely positive I can remove. Usually I just back in, undersell it and say, that's not going to come off. You see what I'm saying? So, try your chemicals, dude. And there is a chemical that's going to get it off. But on the next run, figure out a way to undersell that to where you're not having to go through this whole process. Think about the hours and stuff you're thinking about this process and trying to find a chem. And it's literally a streak. It's probably not paying you much more money to get it off. It's actually now costing you money through the thought process of trying to figure this out. So if a few major blights that you can figure out the chems that will remove it, only deal with those and don't waste time on getting these other things. Just let the customer know this stuff is not going to come off, or it's not included in my process. That's not going to help you on this situation, but for future, you know, I'm not helping with oxidization. I'm not taking oxidization off all the vinyl or doing all this stuff. No, I'm charging for a house wash. That's what you're getting.
Yeah, it's the stuff like rust, degreasing jobs. That's pretty straightforward. You can more or less get those off all the time. You get into like red clay staining, you can usually get it and make it look really good if you use the right stuff. When you get into E-flow and those kind of surfaces, sometimes they're just, you know, sometimes it's some weird crap, man. I've came to some weird stuff, and it became just a challenge to me to see, well, you know, can I get that off? But at the risk of, I'm not making any money at this point. It's just an experiment, you know, to try to find the right thing. Most of the time, it's pretty rare that you just absolutely can't figure out something that'll work between F9 EcoChem products or something generic, you know, that you can use to get that. That's that weird crap. That's like, if it's not oxidized runoff, there's a house here in town that has that white vinyl siding, brick below it, and it's just bled down. I'm pretty sure Cleansol would get it, but, you know, I don't know 100% until I get out there and start working on it. There was another question in here. I don't think I can't find it, but
Stan Brown asked if we are going to be videoing it. The guy right underneath of you, Hamid, come from Portland, so that's farther away than you, so you can make it too. It will not be videotaped. We are not videotaping it this time. We talked about it, but it's not going to happen because it's a lot of undertaking for us. So that is something that is not going to happen.
Yeah, so we may do that at a Washathon in the future, but we're not going to do it unless we're going to do it right. And then here's the other problem is putting that together, getting it in a server, getting it available for people to buy. And it's just a lot of coordination. And we just honestly don't have time between now and September 25th to get that figured out. So ain't none of us got time to go do all that. So it'll be something to kind of put a pin in for the future events, but not on this go.
And that is a good question that I like, Steve Martin. I'd be curious and excited to see how other folks have done from Washathon 1. So like people like Hamid, if you want, I'd like to get you on my live stream, either on my Thursday night or Sunday night live, so that I can talk to you and talk to how you grew your business and be successful. I will also put it into Facebook too, and doing that. And so Greg Townsend said that he shot his J-Rod over his house today. So, you know, shit happens, guys. It happens.
Yeah. So in the next couple of weeks, I'm going to drive up and secure us a in the field training job. So I'll get that squared away. But like I said, dudes, hotel will be figured out by the weekend. We'll get you an update. Probably that hotel will have a link to go through and get a discounted hotel rate. The hotel's not included in your stay. I'm not buying your hotel stay, your snuggle bear for the night, milk and cookies, none of that. So that's just get your own place, because some guys stay at different places, and there'll be plenty of hotels in that area. But it will be right there around the airport, within 10 minutes of the airport. So Uber will be easy to do. There's another question here. Are you guys going to have sponsors selling products in-house? Probably not at this one. It's something in the future that we're going to try. We just got to get with those people and see if they want to come. Demonstrating paver concrete ceiling. I'm not demonstrating that. I don't do that kind of stuff. I know Aaron does it, but I don't know if he'll be, here's the thing.
Not to do it lower.
There's 700 gajillion things that each individual person be like, hey, can y'all show this? It's just endless. Like somebody up there wrote Christmas lights. We have talked about that, doing Christmas lights. And Jason, I don't know, you may, one evening you may do something on Christmas lights, but it's pretty much going to be the same flow as last time. Technical, organic, non-organic, safety, troubleshooting, sales and marketing, customer life cycle, Google, ranking, reviews, all that kind of stuff. So, we may get some other stuff. And we did do a Q&A at the end as well, which went pretty good. So
Jacob Brown wants to know what's your phone number, Cody, so he can get in touch with you.
Jacob, I have a policy. So I'll give you the shop's phone number and you can get a hold of Emily. So 334-863-0084. That's the shop's number. I say it real fast, so you actually probably didn't get it. But yeah, you can call us if you need to walk through the process of buying tickets. Just call the landline. It's really easy, guys. SoutheastSoftwash.com.
Don't call it a chat.
Go to the training. In the training, there's my regular training. And then there's the special Washathon. It's got a little thumbnail. Click it. It pulls it up. You click the calendar date of the 25th. And that'll take you straight into the booking page. It says PayPal. You don't have to have PayPal. You can put a debit card number in there and pay for it. PayPal's just our processor. I've sold, I don't know, I've sold 6 figures worth of stuff on my website this year. Every week we get somebody calls and says, "Hey, I don't have PayPal." Yes, I know that. In the words of Lieutenant Dan, you don't have to have PayPal. You can just click past that screen. The screen does look a little funky, so I understand it's aggravating, but it's easy to do. Yep, I think that's pretty much it. Dave Randalls, Nick Yalls, Brian Kaufman, Lance Proctor, Matthew Hamid has given us a list of guys that were there.
Those are some of the savages.
Yeah.
Washathon savages that have went out and just honestly killed it in some tickets, man, in the areas they're in. They're definitely the highest ticket guys in their cities. I mean, I know they are. I'm in a major city and I'm pretty high ticket, and these guys are stepping way up there. I'm pretty impressed, man. I'm really impressed.
Well, when I went full time, so I watched for 15 years on the side. I didn't know nothing about the industry. I didn't know there was Facebook. I didn't know what the UAMCC. No, I didn't know none about none of that stuff. I didn't know you guys. Nothing. Washing, doing my little thing. It was gun money. That was basically what it was. And I was making $25,000 a year on the side, do a little side hustle, right? So I go full time, and we started in the end of January, and me and Dusty popped $192,000 that year. That was our gross. Just washing. And I was like, okay, there's something, okay, we're going to be all right. We're going to be all right, Woody. So the next year we did 170, but we started doing some training because I got on YouTube, and I knew how to do the techie stuff because I had, like Jason, like you said a minute ago, I'd learned all those lessons over the years of killing Mrs. Jones's hydrangeas and crap like that. I figured all that stuff out, but the stuff I didn't, dude, the customers that I acquired in year one, you know what I did with them? They evaporated because I'm too retarded to write down a name and an email list. So this cost of customer acquisition number didn't go down on year 2. It went up. Those are just the things that, like, most guys gravitate to the hands-on, the technical, the gear. We're gear driven. We like gizmos. We like gizmos. We like things, right? We don't really care about the back end. We're just like, man, I like stuff. And for me, that was a weak point because I knew the stuff, but I didn't even know what I didn't know. Like, I didn't know what I was missing. And dude, there ain't no telling where my washing side would be at right now if I had put some of that other stuff into practice over the years and kept a list of customers. It sounds so stupid, but you're just out there like every day, like, all right, man, what are we gonna do today? Like, we're gonna wash these houses, and then tomorrow you're like, well, dang, what are we gonna do today?
We got them all wrote down. We got them all wrote down. Now I'm gonna throw my paper away. There went all those customers.
Every Friday I would do this.
Dude, you know that legal pad, that's so funny you hold that up, Jason. That legal pad costs people probably $20,000 to $30,000 a year.
Yep.
Easy. I'm talking about like a lean and mean guy, right? I ain't talking about a multiple high-end six-figure company. I mean, they probably couldn't get that big without a serious relationship management situation, but a legal pad for a lean and mean guy, just know if you're on here and you're running from a legal pad right now, the legal pad is costing you $30,000 probably in the second year for sure.
Oh, yes.
At least.
At least I'm shooting low because I don't want to inflate you.
Yeah, the legal pad, you know, and really a lot of people don't understand. It's not about your first year. It's not about your second year. It's almost your third year. When you hit year 3 and year 4, that is when the referrals, the repeat customers will just hammer like doo-doo hole. I mean, it's just like no other. I mean, and if you're not emailing those people, if you're not texting those people, if you're not calling those people, you're just,
Hey,
you're just
Jason
letting
talking
money
about
burn.
the boo-boo. He said about that boo-boo hole down there.
You know, you're just burning money at that point. You're allowing money to go right out the door.
Yeah, and best case scenario is you can maintain your annual gross revenue number, but you're putting in all these hours to do that. If you graft it, your hours meter should be going down. Like your system should become more like they should kick in right at some point. Year 1 and 2, you've got to feed it data. But year 3, there should be, right, it should be doing this, but it ain't because you're doing that on Friday and you're writing out it's things like that. That's just to us now, to me now, I'm like, here's an example, right? Y'all go to my Facebook page and look before and after, before and after, before and after, before and after, before and after. I'll be hammering before and afters. That's why it pissed me off so much when they get stolen. New guy running the truck, look at the level of before and afters that are getting taken. And so it's not on his mind because he doesn't understand the value of the before and after. So I got to remind him every once in a while, make sure you're taking before and afters and posting them. Jason, what is a good before and after of a roof worth?
A lot. And especially if you screwed something up and you don't have that before. Or you didn't screw something up, I should say.
Right. There's just a lot of little things like, Aaron, what is the number 1 or 2 spot on Google for a certain particular search worth?
The number 1 spot gets 60% of all clicks. All clicks.
So y'all don't know about them clicks. Y'all don't know about them.
60%. That guy is getting 60%. So they're probably not even clicking on the 4th spot or the 5th spot.
Hey, hold up a minute.
But Aaron, I paid a guy $2,000 for my website. Why ain't I getting there?
Well, website's the front end. The maintenance on that. Go ahead.
You got a pen in your hand?
Yeah.
Hey, write this guy's name down. He's banned. He's not coming because he just pissed me off. Ricky Walker. He says, I think these dudes like to hear their self-talk, except for Aaron. So, hey, check it out, Ricky. Deuces, have fun with
I'm
your
the
life.
only one who likes to hear myself talk. I'm the only one here who enjoys hearing himself talk.
Why are you watching? Why are you even watching it? These guys just like, hey, let me click on this guy's avatar because I'm gonna take a bet that he has no videos. Let's find out. Let's see. Let's just find out.
The horseman about to saddle.
Oh, check it out. No videos. Oh, that's what I thought. No.
Oh no, dog. He's just playing.
He's just playing. He's just playing, dog.
He's just playing.
Oh, I'm playing though, for real though. I wasn't even saying nothing though, for real. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Yeah.
Release the dogs.
I was just playing too, Ricky, last night with your mom.
So when it comes to guys and their site, like you're talking about the $2,000 website thing, I think for guys who get that done, if they know how to run the back of the site, like that can be a good thing because there's a lot of work that goes into the front end and making sure all the meta descriptions and everything is filled out properly. Like I have a buddy right now, he has a cleaning company. It's a maid service company. And he bought the company from a guy who owned it probably 6 years ago. Well, dude, I go into the back end of his site. He has 0 meta descriptions on any page at all. And it's a WordPress site. WordPress is not bad, but like I tell them, if you don't have somebody or if it's not you who knows what they're doing, that $2,000 site could have a ton of errors that are just costing you money. So that's why I talk a lot about websites, is because that one-time offer is really hard to fall into, especially if you don't know how to maintain the site yourself.
Yep, I agree.
If you're a
100%.
web guy, though, it could be a good deal. But how many guys are web guys who get involved with this? Very few. We're mainly blue collar, technical guys who, I grew up in a auto shop, so I was turning wrenches when I was 15. So it's like I get the whole attraction to spraying stuff with a 12 volt.
It's fun.
We spray it. Hey, put that
It's
little
fun.
tip on there. Give me that little tip. I bet it'll shoot far with that little tip.
hey, why is that pump acting funny now?
Hey, hook to them 12 volts up. Daisy chain them.
Hey, your pump's making like a clicking noise.
Hey, did you check the spark plugs in that?
Yeah. Oh, I gotta go. My daughter's trying to call me, and I don't know why she's trying to call me. So I think that's it, though. We hit the highlights. Ricky's asking a serious question now. What do you think about remote control downstream injector?
I think you should learn Washathon 2.0, August or September 25th and 26th. Go check it out. pressurewashhelp.com/Washathon, or go to Southeast Soft Wash. I'll have both links in below here. And go check out that stuff. Also, make sure you do not miss it. I'm not saying it just to say it, try to be salesy. This will sell out. Last time it sold out in like 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks, it was sold out. I was supposed to go live with Cody to help try to sell it out. And by the time I did that, it was already sold out. So definitely go get your ticket. I'm not just saying it to be saying that just to try to push it. It will sell out, guys. I guarantee it will sell out. 50 tickets is not that hard for us to grow it. All of our channels have almost doubled from where we were last year. So I know myself, I've almost doubled my watch time, my views, everything has went up double from where I was last year. And same way with Cody, he's at 10,000 last year. At before, I think you were only at like 4,000. So we all have large audiences. I understand that a lot of us may be watching all of us, but I also understand that there's some that watch Cody, there's some that watch Lean and Mean, there's some that watch Bobby, and nobody really watches Sean, but he went from 0 to 1,000 subscribers. And so, he has grown his channel too. So we've all grown our channel. So for 50 people, it's not going to be hard for us to sell it out in a couple weeks. And so definitely go check it out, go get and get on there and get it done. Don't sit there and wait, because once we sell out, it's too late at that point. It's one of those things that it's going to be like, well, sorry, and like I said earlier, it's better for you to, when I first started, I took a class right before winter time. It's a great time to take a class. You have all winter to get your equipment ready. You have all winter to get your marketing ready. So when spring hits, when March hits, if you live more north, when May hits, you will be able to be on the ground running and having jobs come in. Because if you wait till spring, guess what? You're going to be behind the 8 ball trying to get everything done. So you can do everything beforehand and knock it out of the ballpark. Any last words from either you two?
Another one.
And another one. No, I think that is about it. I did get my Christianity questioned, which is always nice, by a person with 0 videos on their channel. Hey, Cody, you said you're a Christian. Heard about somebody's mom, okay? Yeah, it'll be all right. So hope to see you guys in Atlanta for real, though. It will be cool. It will be fun. We'll knock it out. I'm excited. I'm glad we're doing it, because I had kind of gotten down and out that we weren't going to do it, but now we're doing it. So
no, we pushing, baby. We pushing. Another one.
Somebody else asked about me bringing SDS binders. I don't make the SDS binders. That's a different dude, but I will bring some of the safety books. The guy that makes the SDS binders is Jeremy Kiefer, I think. You can find him on Facebook. I just brought some last time because I had them, but that's it.
And just like Central Illinois power washing put, he said that your all's views have doubled and his bank account has doubled. So if you want your bank account to double, go check out Washathon 2.0 and go get signed up. See y'all.
Peace.